On the morning of December 13th, 2021, Kristy Marie Siple reported her 5-year-old daughter, Kamarie Holland, missing. By the end of that day, Kamarie had been found, and the person that took her life was arrested and in police custody. Soon after, however, the mother, Kristy Siple, was arrested and charged with trafficking her own daughter. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to GrayDays TV, and today I'm going to talk about the tragic death of Kamarie Holland. This tragic story begins around 6 a.m. on the morning of December 13th, 2021, when Kristy Siple reported her daughter, 5-year-old Kamarie Holland, missing. According to Kristy, Kamarie's father had primary custody of her at his home in Phoenix City, but at the time of her disappearance, she was staying with her mother in Columbus, Georgia. Kristy told authorities that she went to sleep around midnight and awoke the next morning to find that her daughter had vanished into thin air and that the front door was wide open. Columbus police launched an immediate investigation and quickly identified 37-year-old Jeremy Williams as a potential suspect. Police located Williams and a relative at the Bamboo Motel on Opelika Road in Phoenix City. Additionally, Sheriff Taylor said that investigators learned of a previous address in Phoenix City that belonged to Williams and went there to search that property. Sadly, however, Kamarie Holland was not found alive.
Authorities say a 5-year-old girl from Georgia was found murdered in Alabama. Her mother reported her missing yesterday morning when she woke up and couldn't find her daughter. The Russell County Sheriff's Office announced today Kamarie Holland was found at a vacant house. Authorities arrested Jeremy Williams and charged him with murder. They say he has a history of criminal charges against children.
Kamarie Holland was discovered inside that vacant home on 15th Avenue in Phoenix City, which is just 6 miles from where she'd gone missing in Columbus. Jeremy Williams was arrested that same night and officially charged with capital murder in the rape, sodomy, and kidnapping of Holland, among other charges, on December 14th, 2021. And if convicted, he could face the death penalty. Court documents stated that Williams likely kidnapped Kamarie right from her bed on December 13th and took her to the home where he used to live in Phoenix City, where he ultimately did things that are, quite frankly, unspeakable, before later taking her life. Williams, according to Sheriff Taylor, was charged with child abuse in Phoenix City in 2009, but acquitted by a jury in 2012. Additionally, Sheriff Taylor said that Williams was a suspect in the death of a 1-year-old child in Alaska, but was never charged due to lack of evidence. But in this case, police were certain that they had the right person in custody, although they still had questions they needed answers to, including why Williams chose Kamarie Holland as his victim and how he was able to get into Kamarie's mother's home and escape with Kamarie undetected. When rumors began to swirl that Kamarie's mother had known Williams prior to this incident, and more importantly that she may have had something to do with it, Siple, who sometimes used the name Kristy Hoskins, maintained her innocence.
Jason, tonight, a tearful conversation with the mother of the 5-year-old little girl officials say was kidnapped, sexually assaulted, and murdered, then left in a vacant house in Phoenix City.
She had a heart. She had a spirit that she's been here before.
The mother of little Kamarie Holland stopped by Newsletter 9 to donate toys to the WTVM annual toy drive to talk about her princess and the unbelievable hurt and pain she's having to endure as she tries to process what happened to her daughter.
I'm Kamarie Holland's mommy, and she wouldn't want nothing in the world but to donate her toys to another little child that was in need because she was a very healthy child.
Russell County Sheriff Heath Taylor says Kamarie was kidnapped from her mother's home in Columbus and found in the suspect's vacant home on 15th Avenue in Phoenix City. Sheriff Taylor also says
the manner of death at this time looks to be asphyxiation. It did appear from the scene that there was some sexual abuse.
A mother in tears trying to come to grips with her daughter's brutal death.
I'm coping. I'm making it.
Kamarie was at her mother's house when she went missing, something Hoskins says she had nothing to do with.
I'm a mommy, and I did not have nothing to do with this. She was my life. I lived for her daily. She was my only girl. I had 3 boys at her.
Hoskins says she hopes her daughter isn't remembered by the way she died, but by her sweet, giving spirit.
However, during the investigation, detectives learned that Kristy and Williams had a relationship prior to Kamarie's disappearance. The exact timeline of this, however, as well as the exact nature of their relationship, has not yet been revealed. On December 28th, police arrested Kamarie's mother, Kristy Marie Siple, also known as Kristy Hoskins, charging her with sex trafficking and 3 counts of felony murder based on rape, sodomy, and first-degree kidnapping. And if found guilty, she is facing life in prison. Authorities accuse the mother of trafficking her daughter to Williams, but have not yet disclosed what she received in return. And the judge, Judge Johnson, has issued a gag order that prohibits anyone involved in the case from discussing any information that was discovered during the investigation. So we won't know any further details until the trial begins. But with Williams' case being among 20 murder cases and 10 capital cases in Russell County, no one really knows when the trial will begin. Because of the facts on this case, we'd love to get this in this year. Russell County Chief Assistant District Attorney Rick Chauncey told reporters, "Any other cases going on, we have victims, we want to get their cases tried just as bad. So I think it will depend a lot on the pandemic and how we're going to be able to get court scheduled this year." Kristy, however, is set to go on trial this month, February, on a 2018 charge of chemical endangerment of a child. According to court records in that case, she exposed her unborn child, not Kamarie, to marijuana while she was pregnant. In the days since Kamarie's tragic death, her father has spoken out saying, "The amount of pain Kristy has caused by ripping Kamarie out of our lives will never cease. We are glad to see that she has been arrested. We are one step closer to justice for Kamarie. It's our hope that justice is served. Kristy should receive whatever the maximum penalty she can get." He also added that Kamarie's mother, Kristy, is a monster and that a real mother protects her children. "My family and I will continue to wrestle with the loss of losing our angel Kamarie. We will ask that you continue to make your news about her and the justice she deserves." And I think everyone agrees that the 2 people involved in this case deserve the maximum penalty, whatever that may be, for their crimes. What they did to this little girl, what this man did to that little girl, and what the mother did to even put her in that situation, it's unforgivable. They deserve the highest amount of punishment possible, honestly. But let me know what you think about this. Do you think judges should do things like this where all the information isn't made available to the public? In this case, I know the judge did this because he wanted them to have a fair trial, but honestly, I don't think a fair trial is really possible. It doesn't matter if you know anything about the case or if you learn it all on the jury, you're still going to have the same conclusion, which is that these people should be in jail. But I understand the process of why he did this. Anyway, let me know what you think about this. Be sure to like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and do all those great things. I really appreciate it. Also, like always, let me know any videos that you would like me to do. I do read the comments. I try to keep up with them, so I really appreciate any suggestions. But that is all I have for this video, so thank you so much for watching, and like always, I will see you next video.